it's your old buddy Mikerowchip here playing Trainz 2019 Platinum Edition. And this is TideWater Point, episode 29. And this is right, as always, where we left off at the very busy, very full River Point Park. River Point Yard. Yeah, not park. River Point Park is what I'm calling this area over here, where all the industries are. This is the River Point Yard. Okay. So where we left off was right here with Jeff, and Jeff has to shunt the rest of the incoming cars on the inbound track, and these are them right here. Okay. Turn that on. Couple tooty toots, and we're on our way, folks. All right, so we got to get him over to the inbound track, and these should already be sent that way, right? He's going this way, he's going this way, he's going this way, he's going that way. Yep. We're gonna be able to take all the cars that are left, and take them one big cut here. We're gonna take off. We're gonna peel off 25 cars, which is the remainder of the consist of the inbound, and we're gonna shunt them to where they belong. We're going to drill them is what we're going to do. We're building trains. There he goes. Beautiful. Alrighty. So we have on the end of this consist that I'm pulling out right now, we have 20 cars. 10 of them are box, the other 10 are grain cars. All the box cars, I believe, are leaving the map. So they're just going to they come on and they're like through trains, sort of, except they have to stop at the yard. Why do I do that? I don't know. I just do. And then the ones at the end are the 10 grain cars and those grain hoppers. Some of them are going to TideWater Mills, which is that giant grain facility out near TideWater, hence the name TideWater Mills. And then there's other ones going to the Peninsula Co-op, which is a small farm that's also out near TideWater, which I have not visited yet. All right, so these first 20 cars, all of these Burlington Northern box cars, and then the grain cars behind them, are all going on to track 6. It's a lot of cars to put on track 6. I looked at it already. It looks like we have enough room, but of course, I'll look at it about 1,000 more times. Everything else over here is set, so we're good. I love the look of these Burlington Northern cars. They are sweet. And here come the grainers, the old hoppers. Did these have a fence up here? What are these 3 posts right here? See these right here? It used to be a fence. Like maybe it had some wire through it or something. I don't know. Just looking. All right. Slow them down right there. There we go. Somebody wrote me a comment on the last TideWater video. I think it was the last one. Jeff should ask for a raise. Shh. Be quiet. Don't give him ideas. All right? He's happy with the amount of money he makes. I was just talking to him this morning. We were both happened to be in the break room together. And he was like, I'm really enjoying my job. The pay is good. The benefits are good. And I get real satisfaction out of it. So if you guys start putting stuff in the comments about how he should get a raise, I'd hate to fire Jeff, but it would not be my fault. So let's keep that on the down low between you and me. Okay, here we go. rolling on back. And then once we do the couple here, I'm gonna run back, see how much room we got. I'll let it continue to roll. But I gotta take another look see. There we go. Coupled. What did I set the notch at 10 mile an hour or so? Yeah, see, now we're right here. I mean, we do have some room. He'll go over this crossover. He'll go straight. And he can actually back it all the way up to here, and we'll still be in the yard and out of everybody's way. I think that's 20 cars length. But as always, we'll find out. We'll stop it as soon as we can. As soon as he gets to about right here should be good, right? That should be enough difference between this track and that track. And then all of those Burlington Northern tankers that are way up there, those are all going to the River Point refinery. And the refinery and Walmart and all of them are on the other side of this hill. We were up there once. We were at the refinery once already. Is moving trains, shuffling cuts, drilling. I love it all. Alrighty. And we'll stop it about right there. Ought to be good. Let's see what our length, or some people say length, is doing here. Oh, it went a little bit longer than I thought. It's still good, though. It's still just on this one track. He's a little bit under the gantry, but that's not going to be bothering me too much. But yeah, we got to have a train come over here and pull this one out. All right, so now we're going to have our conductor saunter back to here, apply the handbrake, pull the pin, and forget who I am, and now we'll pull forward. Come on. Okay, and these are all, as I said, going to track 4. Track 3 and track 4 are both for the refinery. But right now, track 3 is occupied by Philippe. Because of the, oh my God, we don't have enough room in the yard disaster that we had in episode 28. Figured it out, though. We did some switching. We got things where they need to go. These are all empty. They're extremely light. Not as light as a boxcar, at least I would imagine, right? I think empty boxcars are going to be lighter than the tankers, because the tanker, the steel they have on there has got to be pretty thick. It's got to be pretty thick. And it suddenly reminds me of the, what did I say, track 4, yeah. Of the, no, wait a minute, though. Did Philip go track 3? He did. He's still sitting on track 3. Okay, I'm like on 17 different thoughts at a time right now. It reminds me, the tanker reminds me of Mythbusters. I don't know if you've ever seen the one where they flattened a full-size tanker car simply by spraying hot water on the inside of it, like they were washing it out. They made it really hot on the inside, and then they allowed it to cool, and as the air inside cools, it condenses, and eventually it'll collapse the car. These heavy steel cars. You can do it with Coke cans pretty easily, but they did it with a train car. It was quite amazing. You should look it up. It's got to be on YouTube, I would think. And they'll show you the tanker car. You just crushed yourself. It's sitting there on the track, and all of a sudden it flattens. it's kind of crazy to watch. All right. Open it up a little more there. There we go. Okay. And that, what, 1.5, maybe 2 episodes worth is the end of Jeff's turn. Jeff got his screen time in, no problem there. All right, so I'm going to put you guys on pause. I've been ringing I have a little bell next to my desk, and I ring it, but my wife still hasn't brought my Coke to me. So I'm going to have to go get it myself. Plus, I'm going to figure out what we're doing next. So I will put you on pause. Here we are with Sean in the belly of the industrial complex. We're in the... I got schmutz. We're in the middle of the refinery here at River Point. He delivered these 27, dropped off, I say, these 27 diesel cars, and we'll pick them up when the industry needs to. But what he's also doing up here is he was delivering oil right here. These 6 now are empty, and we got to move it up so these last 2 can be unloaded on these unloading racks right here. Alrighty then. Now, again, if you have the TideWater map, this is all my creation. This right here, I know it's not exactly the prettiest thing to look at, but this is all... so if you're looking for this on your TideWater map, stop looking because you don't have it. This is just something that I did that I wanted to add on to it. Okay. We'll apply it. That's the wrong... There we go. That's the right button. Then we will decouple. There we go. These should already be set. I still have these generic switches on there. Should change that too. I just may. He's too far. Let's watch it. Go here. These tracks are still a bit tight on the curves, but I'm going to live with it. All he's really got to do is you just got to bump those cars forward to get those last 2 full ones into position so they can be empty. So I'm going to, as they say in railroad terms, set them out. Slow down so my conductor can jump off. Not yet. Look out, tree. There we go. Switch. And we're on our way. Sean here is in an SD80 Mac. SD stands for, if I'm not mistaken, special duty. And then your GP stand for general purposes. I think that's what those mean. Or I'm totally wrong. But I'm looking at about 79.82% chance, confidence, I should say, that I have. Those are the correct answers. Okay. It's an awful big engine to be making these tight curves, but we're doing it. It's happening. Look how far it's moving. Woo! All right. Probably should have a switcher up here doing this, but not gonna do it. Whoop. Watch out, refinery workers. Here I come. Better late than never? Does that count for anything? I don't think it does. All right, so it's just these last 2 that got to be moved up. I think that's pretty much lined up right there. Oh, yeah, we got it. We got it right there. All right. So I'll put you guys on hold again, on pause, I should say, and I'm going to switch out those switches, and then I'll figure out what we're doing next. So now we're here with Thomas. Thomas is set to break up those cars that were returned. Some came over from River Point, and some came over from TideWater Dock, which I think Andrew was working. So I just got to drill those cars. Right here, he's on the lower yard. And so what he's going to do first is he's going to go up there and he's going to grab those cars. And what cars I'm talking about here, over here in TideWater yard right here. This yard, in comparison to River Point, this yard has nothing going on. Okay, so it's this big long cut right here. As a matter of fact, I haven't really decided how I'm going to cut it up yet. So I'm going to put you back on pause. Not that it takes a couple seconds for you guys, a millisecond, but I'll put you back on pause, figure out what I'm doing with these first few. Okay, so I figured out where our first part of that cut's going to go. So let's apply the handbrake here. Okay. Didn't need to because we weren't connected. I thought we were still connected. All right, but we're not. So let's move on like nothing happened. That's wrong. That's weird. That would be switched. Did the engine come through here? I don't know. All right, that. Emergency mute. All right. Got that done. A comfortable 20 mile an hour. It's funny how 20 mile an hour seems so fast now. It's not really, but when you drive most of the time 10, 15 mile an hour, 20 seems like the blazes. Go. I got the sniffles. Let's jump back over here. There we go. That was set wrong. All right, so we pop that switch. Nope. There we go. Oakley-dokley. Let's see how these switches are set now. Nope. Yeah, oh, I'm forgetting something, though. There's something we got to take care of here before we go any further. Well, we'll put him on the little switcher track there, switcher standby track. Because, remembering from the last episode now, Jessica's waiting to get into town, and she's going to be in the way. It's a single track main coming into TideWater here, so she's definitely going to be in the way. So we definitely have to get her out of the way, which means she's going to go to the engine shop right over there. That ought to do. Yeah, Jessica's going to be sitting over here, isn't she? Yeah, there she is. Hey, Jessica. We didn't forget about you. It may seem like we forgot about you, but we did not forget about you. Oh, wrong kind of controls. Here we go. We're going this way. Yeah. Trying to do some way over here. Yeah. I think we got it. There we go. We are on the move now. Give it a little bit more. Have Jessica open it up a little bit more. Thinking she's going to hang at 16, and she does. Okay, so let's sure the switches are set right. That one is not. Yeah, that one is. Yeah, that one is. And she's going to run all the way down here. These are all the cars that Jeff has, or Jeff. I'm stuck on Jeff. That Thomas has to drill here. That's not from an incoming train. That's from, or an inbound train from the outside. I can't talk right now. Let me start over. This is not from an inbound train from off map. These are all cars that come from industries that were serviced already, or it comes from the River Point yard. So it's not a road train that brought them in. Although technically, if you have a train run it from River Point yard to TideWater yard, it is a road train. I believe that's would be the correct destination. I mean, the correct definition. All right. I got myself a sweet, sweet Coke. I'm good. It's weird driving by here and not seeing the Duke in his usual spot. He's off doing things. And once we get Jessica past this switch down here, I'm going to see where we're going to put her. I think we're only using 1 and 2 for locals, and the rest of them are for through trains, road trains. But of course, Jessica just brought in that train that Jeff just got done cutting up. All right. Here she comes. The conductor is going to sit this one out because somebody from the shop walked down here. And they're going to throw the track for us. That's nice. His name's Walt. He's been working now for the CSX for almost 23 years. And his son just went to college to become a chiropractor, of all things. Okay, we're going to stop her right there because I was supposed to figure this out. Okay, yeah, looks like our road trains are stacked to the gills right now. There's no more room for road trains. You'd have to go through and back. You know what we're going to do? We're just going to park them outside the shed. Yeah. Which one is the shorter line? This one is here. So we'll pop this door, right? This is what we're going to do. We're going to pop this door right here. No, we're going to pop this door right here. And then we're going to put this one down. Then we're going to drive Jessica up to Bay 3. And she'll just sit outside the shop. Why not? Okay. Here she goes again now. Now, I suppose if it gets to the point where I can't park engines here anymore, I'm going to have to start peeling them off. We'll just do a power move and move them out. She'll just sit under the sanding towers here. I'm sure she'll be happy. There we go. Now Jessica is out of the way. Let's go back to Thomas. Where you at, Thomas? There you are. Back it up, buddy. Clear this switch right here. Engineer's going to do this one on his own. Or conductor, I mean. Yeah, I sort of know what I'm talking about. Most of the time, I'm going to say a good 66.8% of the time, I know what I'm saying. On a good day. All right. Cruise. Give a thumbs up to the guys in the tower. Hey, guys and gals in the tower. All right, we're not going to have to cross the public road here, so we're not going to blow the whistle or do any of that junk. All right, slow it down. Conductor jumps out, throws the switch. We go backwards. Here we go. Beautiful. All right. How much is he pulling? Let's take a look. He is pulling, 3461. Double what he's rated for. But he's a tough old bird. He can do it. All right, and we're going to pull it up to the tankers, right? Yeah. Up to the tank cars here. These are all these ones are going to TideWater out or River Point out. So they're going off the track or off the map, I say. And the last two are going down to an industry we haven't serviced yet on the TideWater dock, which would be the TideWater TOFC. Oh, yeah, we should be doing this. He was, you just couldn't hear him. Now that we're up close, you can hear him. Are you buying that? Okay, that could have been a big lie right there. All right, so we're going to pull him up to the flat cars. So we're going to take all of this junk, and we're going to temporarily put it over here on track 4, which is right over here where my cursor is. If you can't see it, that's okay, because we're going to go there. You'll see it when we get there. Then the tankers, I believe, are going to Exxon. They're more oil tankers. And so that's going to be track 4, if I'm not mistaken. Or track 3, I should say, if I'm not mistaken, where these grain cars are waiting. We're going to fill up the upper yard here a little bit. Here we go. Getting some weird truck sounds right now. Look at it from the side view here. Stop it just before the gantry. Okay. With the gantry here like this, not a storage yard would be my guess, right? Why, if you're in these tracks to store cars, why would you need signals on it like that? You wouldn't. Here we go. No, I'm not smacking into anybody. I mean, I had somebody else down here, I don't think. No. We're good. Alrighty. All these cars are going into the lower yard. Here we go. On the track, or temporarily on the track 4. There's track 3, which is stuff near TideWater that's not the dock. And track 4 is also for that purpose, but we're going to use it temporarily as a storage track for the lower yard. Here he comes. A big apartment building over there. Just kind of noticing that. Looks to be a factory right next door. All right, let's prepare to throw ourselves off the train at 13 miles an hour. You do the tuck and roll, combat roll into the ballast. It's nice and soft. There you go, tuck and roll. Now, we don't really need to clear. Well, we'll clear this this switch right here ought to do us. Now, this isn't going to be so long that it's going to hit that switch down there, is it? I don't think so, but let's go down and throw it just to be safe. Safety third. All right, come back over this way. All right. Do some Superman flying back and forth. That's nice. Alrighty. Slow that on down. And as soon as that second ethanol tanker clears that switch, we'll throw the old train and independent brakes on. Throw them on. There we go. Okay, so I'll put you guys on pause again till I figure out what I'm doing with the next set of cars. So, hang tight. Alrighty, I worked it out, and away we go. Let's set the handbrake, decouple, pull the pin, all that fun stuff. And we're going to go for it. Now, we're going to pull out, how many do we got here? We got, what, 12, 18 cars. The first 11 are all these oil tankers here. They're going to Exxon. They're going to go on track 3, which is where these grain cars are right here. The next one's for the coal dock. That's going to be temporarily, the coal dock here at TideWater. It's going to go on temporarily on track 4 with the other big cut I just shoved on there. And then there are grain cars that have to go to TideWater mills. Those are also empties. Or those are empties. There's 6 of them, and they're going on track 3. So we're going to track 3, then track 4, then back to track 3. It's your basic 3-4-3 move. To drill option 343. Ready, hike. All right. Here comes Thomas. Now, do you suppose Thomas likes driving, operating this SW 1500 in this series? Or does he prefer the SW 1500 that he has on the... whoa. Come on, you can do it. On the UMR route. Or does he prepare his twin 44-tonners that he has on the CNO? You can find out by watching every one of those series. Shameless plug, done. Because those series, I'm also doing those series on my channel. Now the shameless plug is done. Thomas is everywhere. Okay, and we're gonna tangle with that tree for a while. What's going on with that? Okay. Let's do it right this time. Well, I mean, you know, I did it right last time. You just couldn't hear it. With the road being right here where it is, wouldn't it make more sense to drill from the other side? Yeah. I'm just thinking of that now. I'm just thinking probably make more sense to drill from the other side. And that way we wouldn't be across that road so much, but I'm sure all these people love how many blockages. And where does this road go to anyway? That's so important. It just goes into the industrial portion, right? Does it go anywhere else? No. It's almost a service road. Uh-oh. Okay, let's brake right there. I'm too busy looking at roads and not paying attention to what I'm doing. Now we're past where we should be. We got every brake on the train. As long as we stop by this frog right here, we're good. Never take your eyes off the road. Concentrate. Apply the brake right there. Here we go. Now, I was saying this road, yeah, it only goes down to the dock, so it's almost a service road, right? Nobody cares that we block it that much except for the people that have to drive it every day that are using the service road. That's why it says TideWater Railroad right there, because you're driving into the TideWater yard. Look at me justify all this, huh? I point out a flaw, but then I quickly explain it away. All right, so these 6 grain cars are going on to track 3. Let's get them there. Track 1, track 2, track 3. There it is. Let's ride this one in as the conductor. We're in the middle of the web. Then the one coal car that's stuck in the middle of this cut I have right now is going to go on to track 4. Then we're going to put the rest of the oil ones onto track 3. Here we go. And I believe there's a switch in behind these. I think, yeah, it's that. That was a long distance switch check right there. I did it again. I'm good. I mean, real good. Right? Uh-oh. Oh, yeah, we hit that at 7. How'd that happen? Okay. How about we do a little more railroading, you know, instead of bumper cars. Okay. Here we go now. I'll have Thomas radio the tower and tell them they're going to have to check on those couplers. Make sure they didn't get damaged. Stop it right there. We will apply. And we'll pull it forward. Here we go. These should already be set up here for track 4, right? This way, then that way. Yep. There we go. Stop it. And back her up. Beautiful. Now, this one load of coal is not going to be enough to fill that barge that they take out of here. But that's all right. They can dump it in the barge, and it can sit out there until a few more loads get loaded up. Then once the barge is full, they can transport it that time. That way the tugs aren't wasting electricity. Got to put you guys on emergency pause. Hold on. Okay, yeah, my phone was ringing, and I was expecting a call, so I had to put you on pause for a second. All right. Everything in-game and outside of the game is going wrong right now. Just not my day. All right, there we go. Got that all set. My car is in the shop, and I thought that was the guys calling to let me know that it's ready to go, and it was not. So didn't even need to do what I did. What are you going to do? All right. Now we're going to pull this forward. Oh, boy. Now we're going to pull this forward. And put these full oil tankers. We're going to get back on with Jeff again. I mean, not Thomas. Pull these forward and put them on track 3, which is this switch right here. Means we're probably going to go across the road again. We can watch from here. Do some hornage. Do some whistling. Looks like it was correct. Alrighty. Stop it. And let's back these onto track 3. Oop. A little too far. In fact, even that's too far. Let's go back to that. All right, let's get down and dirty on this one. Action coupling in here. Ooh. Shot right there. We're down. We're right down on it. You can see the wood grain. That's how close we are. Oh, here she comes. Brake hoses are already hanging where they need to be, and ow, they line right up. Look at that. Oh, and then it quit. Then it forgot. Okay, what's going on right now? I don't know. Okay, hitting several different buttons. Here we go. I wanted to stay down low is what I wanted to do. There. Now we're down low. Let's get us off that switch. There we go. Don't need this up. Alrighty. And we'll stop it right there. And we're also going to stop the video right there. So Thomas still has to do this right here. He's got to drill all these cars here, which I think are all going to TideWater out or River Point outs. These are all River Point outs. They're going off the map. And then with 2 TideWaters at the end for flavor. So these will all have to be moved over to track 4, which is this track right over here. And then this whole giant cut has got to be moved down across the crossings here and then into the lower map here, or the lower yard, I say here, and fill these, drill the TideWater and River Point out lines there. All right, but that's going to be it for today. Let's get down snug again on one of these tankers. Remember before I was talking, do not steam or clean tank with boiling water or caustic soda because it will collapse. Of course, you have to seal it, though. If you leave it unsealed, it won't collapse. So you'd have to clean it with steam and then seal it. And then as it cooled down, the air will condense and it'll crush the car. Yeah. Again, look at Mythbusters. That's a really cool episode. But anywho, I'm going on. Hope you guys had fun. If you did, why don't you subscribe? If you already subscribed, why don't you like? If you haven't subscribed, why don't you subscribe and like? Tell people about me. If you like me, tell people about me. If you don't like me, just do your thing, help me out. That would be great. All right, so if you don't like the fact that you can't clean these tankers with steam or caustic soda, well, this just may not be the channel for you.